careful. The beverage you're about to enjoy is extremely hot. Caution. Use only in a well-ventilated area. Warning. This bag is not a toy. Oh boy. Of all the mouth-related admonitions, this one moves me, because it is obvious to me that it is the only one no one ever expected, the one it would most threaten to read. Fun fact. This caption was first printed on bags in 1959 when 80 toddler caskets transformed into last straws, crash landing, cracking with an impact that collapsed every vertebrae of the cliched camel's back end. This off-label practice fast-tracked flabbergasted manufacturers into action. And as saddening as that is, those 80 were but a minute fraction. Pioneers with hands pediatric planting flags in sand for a darker demographic. Prepubescent to geriatric, men, women, and children, all able to not only read the red print, but also fully understand that this bag is not a toy. Who, I ask, who besides a toddler could want to cast their glance upon a grocery mobile in hopes of it yielding unintended possibilities? Who, I ask, who besides a baby could maybe have his desire to retire from the everyday be so great he'd head first into the sack that his socks and sweatshirts just were, without second and third guessing what's in his head first? Who, I ask, who, I asked, who, you know, the experts, and according to who, 700,000 annually choose to leave this hard rock we take for granted manually. And if we did the math, we'd see that every 40 seconds there is a child, woman, or man who needs a bag to be a toy, like they need a hole in the head. No, like they need a hole in their bag. No, like they need a bag with a caption that reads, "Warning, this bag is not a toy." Those of us who have long desisted in awe and interest in playthings are trained bagologists. Despite the freestyle dance it is wont to do when a provocative wind tosses it and draws it in, this bag is not a toy. We, the unwanted foster kids, hauling cortisol in cartons onward with deep blue knots over bodies like overstocked trauma cargo ships. We, the scarred within, who view the world dark and grim, yet searching for hands to take and hold at the same time, surgical taping over the gaping holes in the spaces of our aching souls where the great white sharks have bit. Confused? Nah, far from it. For its purposes and all intents, everyone and all who in 40 seconds could have called it quits knows with full assurance that this bag is not a toy. It is a single serving of FEMA facially employed out of an anesthetic impulse. It is an ice pack applied smack flush against the gradient purple of the final insult. It is a sign in bold type in the last resort window, flashing flirtatiously in the face of he who dreams of a place to sleep, ambulating acres unaided on aching feet, only to approach the gate and read the words, "No vacancy, no vacancy. This bag is not a toy." It is the blunt force trauma of an impatient palm against the butt of a ketchup bottle, evicting all the remnants. If you're asking me for the ones stuffed from stomaching what's plum nuts in a world so unjust it is a sewn shut gastric sleeve, the hopelessly lonely, socially and emotionally stranded teen, too in touch with his humanity to trade his textbooks in for magazines, glances at this bag and sees a bully-proof vest that is ironically a chance to breathe. But wait, there's more. Before I am promoted as an enrollment spokesman of the hopeless, I'll come clean so you can know that I came to detergents by owning and airing my dirty clothing. So get a load of this, a poem written simply to expose that it takes a broken soul to intimately know one. Now hear my peer-reviewed litany opposed, poking holes in this bag and its ability to hold. this bag's more like a Sharpie with a cap off, dabbing black marks in a successive line, just one letter in mind when the multiple choice test of your life is a whole Scantron. It is an embrace misplaced, an emotional Ponzi scheme of the lowest quality, a plastic bag collapsing and allotting to the top the hug the bottom needs. This bag is the hottest thing in internal problems being dealt with topically. It is the medicated balm, the palms of the tortured squeeze, flowing in globs and heaps on the affected area, unaware that the cure for what's broken is not a cream. I, like you, have had the weight of this astonishingly heavy world on top of me, oscillating between reps of constantly being told it'll work out, keep your chin up, giving all of me, then not wanting to do squat but clear my locker, toss this membership fob and leave. You say, Damien, don't you dare go on with this speech if this metaphor of yours ends with the Lord being a spotter who sees. I promise, it is not where this leads. But I can't possibly begin to pretend like throughout this book of prophecy I read that suffering is not a theme. Like the one who suffered most and came to buffer hope said, and yes, I quote, follow me. Anyone needing an operation replacement on their knees from constantly being the running joke in their own tragic comedy, I can only supply to you what I've applied to me. See, most of what provokes the ocean of emotion, causing tides to rise in the suicidal side of me, fails to entail what I feel is fair on the global scale and can usually be reduced to things like who's been cruel to and what's overdue to the ruling triumvirate of myself, I, and me. Oh, the irony. Being double-minded, decidedly tottering between life seeming either tiresome or trifling, then hit with conviction after my own definition has indicted me.